Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The numbers for Evans a week ago. 5 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 11 catches, 84 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle to Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. They run behind center with Gainwell. Nifty move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burgess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On play action, they'll throw. And complete, right side to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Opting to run again here with White. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll run for it. Cook going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Evans has it left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
This is White on the screen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Ready, yellow, 43.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Prater for the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Second and 5.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Running right through him.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, this from 48.
Prater's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Into the hands of Darden.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A give running right is Gainwell.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
It quickly to Thielen here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he stopped immediately there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Gainwell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they are definitely back on their heels after that run.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
White. Touchdown.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1.
And now out comes Minnesota.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Over the middle to Smith. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Looking to throw.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the home team here, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.